Hello everyone. Guten Tag. My person was to study just watch the video in YouTube channel about the Einstein, and it was some information about your biologic, biologic check-ins as a RTG scanning the brain, which is appropriate and ridiculous, and it shows how the force politics forces politicians and governments study the brain, which is by your opinion part of body, but the brain you cannot separate from the body. Is a body and the soul is one piece. So how you can make from the human being huma, including animals, and huma as huma, and human as huma, you're supposed to say, life, you want to make study, scans, injections, outgoing process, which is taking organs and study, cutting, and criminal the moves by you governments and biologists who don't want to help, just want to scans and make the poison to the human people, because in a system you put in loads of chemicals, things like to the washing powder, to detergents spraying on the floor, to clearing in which is you every business and every organization as institutions and loads of restaurants need a clear, like in London my person was living, and find out is your D2, which means the chemical rubbish, pink color, which I shows and talk on my media, Facebook and YouTube channel and Instagram. This is why the London government deport me to the Poland, and because I put the case to the court, they do want to make the court judgment. They do want to make a court. They send me a deportation by the deportation to the Poland, and they stop investigate. They rob my as a government of UK. They rob my flat which I purchased for as a loan, mortgage, and make a profit from 2009 by living there to 2017. They deport me and they don't want to give me money for my flat. They just rob my person. Nasty UK, London government, and all the biologists to cutting the bodies and after death and all the stuff is not to help for people, to public, just to make it scans, RTG scans, and checking the brain. And Einstein is a fascination in this video about the Einstein, how his brain in the old years was at the cells still the same compared to the young person. So how do you know, biologists and all the physics, all the the rubbish talk by you government soldiers, as a biologist, physics, and your NASA and all rubbish, to talking about the brain. How do you know how the brain looks in the old person, and how do you know how the young person brain looks? So by the put the chemical stuff to the food, to milk, to the water, to the any detergents, you calling this cleaning, because soap is a soap, you can clean it, the floors and restaurants and in toilets by the water and soap. And if you put the chemical stuff, you just cover and put it shiny, you're doing glossy, not clearing, it goes glossy, making by your detergents chemical in the toilets and the flooring and every table would you washing, hypothetically you not washing, you covering, you making glossy, and you cover the dust stinks by the glossy chemicals with energy, energy who is in lamps and making hot electrical, and every market, every restoration, any object make a steam by the hot, and all the glossy rubbish stinks flew in the area in the place of the building, and everyone breathing and eating, drinking in a restaurant where is glossy, your chemical rubbish is you steam into the everyone's mouth. This is why my person covering the face, not breathing the rubbish, glossy chemicals, to not damage the brain. And the brain grow, and when you breathe in the oxygen, and my person be outside, living outside home, be homeless. As a person, and breathing and sleeping outside and breathing oxygen, it's like beautiful vibe and knowledge to the brain, and it helps to brain the grow, not to damaging. And you killing the people by the government moves to saying about the retirement time, which is people dying by your moves, nasty criminal moves, to put in adding poison to the food, to the bread, to the every cleaning process stuff, to the chemicals, to the damage in the brain, damage the body, damage the heart of people. And you know exactly if doing moves like criminal moves, government moves like this, people will be not retiring, will not take the money who paid by taxes. They will die if you be doing the same process through the old war too. And you all there is as a government institution, your European or American or whatever it is, your government in America, USA, you exactly know what to do, and what you're doing in the past and what you're doing now, to add in all the chemicals to the people, to the system, and the people dying anyway. And your hospitals doesn't work because your hospitals is just a cover to your criminal moves. And you exactly know by the injections to the bodies, everyone, you can put it poison who will not kill just in quickly, like as in one day, by the injections and poison put it in a system, chemicals, is ongoing process. So in a few years someone can die, and then you will say, oh, he not retirement, so government don't need to pay back taxes what the person was working and paid taxes. It's like will not stay in the retirement and have a beautiful life, just to die before retirement, so age, and you do not need to pay back the money. So your system is a rubbish, you finished. So this is why you set up all process to my person, because my person is a clever, beautiful lava tata, and a love own child, and like tata God saying, brats in Galactica, Rada, saying to everything you need to help. To be helpful, you need to be smart. To be smart, you need to be clever, and to be clever, you need to be love, passion, and Viara. Viara is God. So if you have Viara, you is believing. So if you have believing, you is son, mama, and tata, father, Boja, and God. God and Boja, mama, tata, gods, Maria, us. So if you start thinking what Jesus try to say to save your life and kids. So if you start talking about the government, judge the government very quickly, because they killing you through the all years in the past up to today, and supposed to be change. Od nowa is od nowa, beautiful life for everyone who love, who have viara. So this is how they looks in the system, and this is why the government try to set up the mystification against my person, my family, broke human rights, and this is why the judge meant as a human organization laws who are supposed to be look after the humans by the human rights do not want help me up today and start back up in the past or be quiet to the government institutions who try to kill my person and try to starve and be in winter time homeless and freezing to death.